Federal government says they have arrested a pair of Russian spies with major ties to Nacogdoches. They even attended Stephen F. Austin State University. KETK's Lauren Margolis explains how they were able to skirt authorities for decades.
Walter Glenn Primrose and Gwyn Darrell Morrison, both 67 years old, are accused of stealing the identities of two dead babies and using those fake identities for decades.
It's absolutely staggering to me the amount of time and effort that the Russians put into this particular project. This is not something which was a quick hit to steal some records and get back. This was decades in the making.
The two got a hold of Texas birth certificate records from the 1980s and used the names Bobby Edward Fort and Julie Lynn Montag, obtaining Social Security cards, passports, and driver's licenses. Court records show the couple moved to Hawaii in 1994, where Primrose, under his false identity, enlisted and served with the U.S. Coast Guard until he retired in 2016.
By the time that Mr. Primrose was applying to be in the Coast Guard, he clearly had enough identification that was able to satisfy the U.S. government.
Both were arrested on Friday in Hawaii and charged with identity theft, lying on their passport applications, and conspiracy to commit crimes against the United States.
I think at this point, what you're looking at in the charging documents is preliminary charges to get these people off the streets and begin negotiating with them and seeing what they know and what is their willingness to cooperate with the U.S. government. If they are not willing to play ball, stay tuned for some very serious charges coming their way.
Pictures attached to court records show Primrose and Morrison in uniforms which government officials say belong to the former Soviet Union spy agency, the KGB. Officials say the security clearance granted to Primrose potentially provided the Russians with very valuable information about how our U.S. military operates.
Enough information disclosed publicly can enable the enemy to put pieces together, and that can tell us tell the enemy a lot of things about us. Troop movements, what our general design is, what our strategy is.
Neighbors in Hawaii say the couple lived in their home for many years, keeping a low profile before their arrest. Lauren Margolis, KETK News.
Wow. Here's a timeline of when the couple lived here in East Texas. Primrose and Morrison both attended SFA from 1976 to 1979. They got married a year later, living in Nacogdoches all the way up until 1987. On our website right now, we have more information about this federal investigation and the copious amounts of evidence prosecutors say they have collected so far. You can find everything on KETK.com.